Hello and greetings all. Good morning. Today we wanted to talk to you about a couple things. Folks living on the homestead, folks living in the country, really folks everywhere should always be thinking about multiple purposes. Everything that you use, every tool, everything should have more than one purpose. The more purposes you have,
the more value it is then.
Exactly. So we're going to show you something a little bit different. So the one building that was on our homestead when we purchased it way back when was one of these 1960 aluminum sheds. Anyone who's familiar with these knows that the walls are paper thin. The only thing it's really good for is keeping things dry. So we've used that to our advantage. As many of you well know, we have goats. And so we need to supplement their diets with hay. We do forage and cut our own grass as much as possible, but it's always nice to have a backup surplus. And in order to do that, when we find hay at a reasonable price, we will stock and store it. The more goats you have, the more backup it helps. They're a great multi-purpose animal for any homestead. Kids love them. They give us milk, meat, companionship. They're good animals that work. They're really worth looking into if you have such a niche. So as I said, we like to store hay. And inside of that little shed, which has no insulation at all, is where we store our hay. And as you can see, I stack it to the ceiling, creating a wall. These walls insulate this building. They also feed our livestock. And they provide an insulated building for us to work on or fix or store whatever we might need to store through the winter. So anyone who's ever had to fix something in the middle of winter knows that they'd rather have a place that wasn't covered in snow or frozen ground. How important it can be to have an area available to you at any time out of the weather. And that's exactly what we've done by insulating the walls of that shed with our extra bales of hay. And actually they're not extra, they're just being stored until use. We've created a wall of insulation that provides us with a place that we can work, store, play, or do what we need to do out of the weather. Everything that has more than one purpose is a benefit to you. So until next we meet, be well.